Oh, hey there. How you doing? Welcome to the video. Thank you for joining me. Today, as you can see on the right here, we have Zero from Team Falcons. Very impressive. But what this fool doesn't realize is that his VODs are public, and the availability of the information is there for everybody to use. And so I thought to myself, well, might as well use it. So my plan today, generally when I've done these, is I've focused a lot on macro and rotations and seeing how teams move around to get into the positions that they do. But generally I've found that a lot of the time I'm just already on the right page as far as macro is concerned, where I know where we need to go, or I know how to get there, or I'll have like a decent idea as far as like rotations go. You know, occasionally I get it wrong. I don't make the same call. I'm pretty good at predicting how teams are moving around the map and how I can take advantage of that. I think that's one of my stronger points. One of my weak points, however, is calling fights and figuring out how to control the flow of a fight and like how to take good ones and just knowing when to fight and when to back down. And then in the fights themselves, just understanding what I need to actually be calling and what choices on the micro side of things that I need to start taking advantage of more. So I figure who better to learn from than Falcons, who, at least from my perspective, with the amount of kills they manage to rack up every time they play, are in a very experienced fighting team. You know, maybe there's some of these other teams on the list that would also be worth giving a good watch, learn how they fight as well. But from my experience watching, Falcons know how to get KP, and they know how to get KP in ALGS games. And the reason it works in ALGS games is because they're just good strategies. There's a bit of a difference between the way ALGS and like ranked works, obviously. But the idea is that if an idea for a fight works against an ALGS team, it should work against a much less coordinated team as well. The big downside there is my own team is much less coordinated as well, because we all, you know, we don't play this game for a living. But I've been rambling for a little bit. I'm going to be skipping around a lot in this VOD, and I'm going to be looking for fights. And without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. So what happens here? Here they're trying to rotate around the deep north side because they're trying to get into the back of the circle so that they can get a good position that they can hold to, like, for most of the game. Because if they try to come in from the edge, they're going to get caught in like a probably like 20 team clusterfuck, based on the very brief look at the scan that I saw. And whenever the circle's pulling like this far from you, you kind of have to go for plays like this if you're trying to actually win the game. You can play just raw from edge, but the way the circle's pulling, it's just slowly pulling them uphill in like from all sides, especially from their rotation point. This was one thing that always sucked about landing on like the south side of Storm Point from my point of view, is anytime you get a north zone, it just feels awful to try to actually take position. And it leads to a lot of like more forced feeling situations. The way that it looks like Zero wants to go into this is they're trying to rotate up around the outer side of wall and in the open so he can use bang ult. He wants to take this zip up. He wants to push it.
Watching.
Yeah, there's a team watching there down below to make sure that precisely like this, a team can't wrap up around them. Zero's bang ulting them to try to push them off the top of the open field.
Right on top of you, I'm pretty sure.
Went up to try to see what kind of like opening the other teams had left and to see if he could get any damage, just quickly going up the zip. And just immediately after seeing the way that they're choking out the top of the point, he says no, it's not worth it. We just gotta go back. Gotta find another way in.
Cracked on. There's two of them there.
So he just smokes himself out and just runs away. Maybe if the bang ult had gotten tags, he would have called to go up, but that's not how it played out.
Well, it's because everyone in wall is brain dead. They don't know where the zone's going.
Yeah, it's looking pretty ass. So in general, you can't really go up the wall checkpoint either. Like, you can't go up the zip here either, because 90% there's a team there, and if there is, and if there was like a competent player watching the zip well, you just take like 90% on 2 people, or you like lose 1 person in like 90% of a second before you even all get to the top. Maybe you can smoke the top of the zip wall, but again, like, it's a zip line. You literally just shoot down the zip line and you rip half of their team coming up.
That rock spot was free, probably taken now, like my ping.
So it looks like they're going to have to try to wrap up through that choke point, up around into wall, and they're going to have to try to force something that way instead. If they have ult excels, they can try to repop them to do that, but like it's not looking good. This is not a good looking position for Falcons.
We just sneak and go back. Maybe one. Just come rip the evac straight back to the zipline. Maybe in like 10 seconds. Wait for him to stop watching.
It's a decent attempt at an idea. Like, he knows... he's probably got like the same line of thinking that I do here, that it's literally fucked if they go the other way. Like, it's kind of fucked no matter what way they go. But he's more willing, how do I put this? If they go up the zip line just beside them, 90% odds they all just die. If they go through the pass, they probably actually have decent odds of like winning a fight through there, but then they've just won a fight to secure a shitty position. Which, from my perspective, Zero doesn't really like to do that. Like, he likes to fight for a reason. He likes to fight for their win condition. Like, if he's going to take a fight, he's going to take a fight that he thinks will win them the game. So instead of going back around through the pass or going to the zip line, they rip the evac and they're planning to go all the way back around and hope that they can catch the team that originally held them out lacking. He doesn't think this is a good idea. But it's an idea.
Wanna scan? Yeah, there. One's there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, as if he stayed this fucking long.
This is not good.
That's fuck.
They live, but they take a bit of damage. Didn't get lucky, didn't manage to catch that team unaware like they wanted to.
That's 13 squads,
13 squads second.
Honestly, a lot of teams dead already.
Tree, but...
More than you'd expect to see in like an ALGS lobby. But that's kind of how scrims work. Teams are more willing to risk for the plays that, or like for plays that would normally not super well pay off for them, or that they don't have high faith in. They managed to make it in, but now they're in the same position they were in before, where it's like, what are they gonna do from here? Like, how are they gonna play this in a way that won't fuck them over?
Scanning above. I think we're just two watching. There's what? 2 watching. I'm getting 2 pings. Yeah, 2 watching. Fuck off. Let's go around.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to go through the pass. I'm pretty sure it's because of the line of thinking I had earlier, where even if they win a fight, even if they win through this pass, they just have to, like, they're just continuously fighting uphill for the rest of the game. Like, maybe it's just the rotation path. Maybe he was like, no, because I kind of get why he wanted to. He didn't want to get, like, any way he wrapped in from the circle in the earlier parts of the game, he was just kind of fucked. You know, I'm trying to focus on fighting here, but when the macro decisions directly lead to that fighting, so it's hard to completely separate them.
You're down him. Shoot the path.
No, don't. Evan. This is like attacking, pushing? Yeah, there you go, okay.
Shoot that, no? You're down him. Shoot the path.
No, don't. We all have to fight.
Okay. They're raising in front of me.
Come on, cross.
Cracked him.
Bro, stop shooting the team that has to push them.
Just saying it's a free knock, bro. It's a knock.
But if they don't fight, we're fucked.
Alright.
And now they're coming outside. They're low ground.
Well, they're gonna do that anyway, because it's not.
Shoot the guy when he fucking dips.
They're on low ground, Jeff.
I know, he's like on the zip.
Gonna shoot him or not?
Yeah, now we have red armor.
But they're going their way again.
Zip.
First guy. He's on. He's actually one shot.
Okay.
Half dead. He's finished.
I'm back to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Nice. I'm stopping. Look, guys.
Betting.
No, we're good. Get up. I'm gonna fuse you from the wall. Honest, no, gun. Just go. There's an hour off me.
Just let this fight play out, see what they do. Look back at it again.
Go around, Linda. Yeah. I fuse off to them. We can't zip up, can we? Can you run? I might be dead. Run?
Fine.
I'm kind of dead, you guys. Okay. Leave. Oh, that guy's one. Come. Yeah, we're not saving your ass.
You're showing the fucking back. I'm Kraber.
Oh, you could Kraber. This is sick.
Well, they're pretty fucked here.
Love that fucking gun. But you can maybe res me. Okay. My bit. I'm shooting you.
Oh.
I'm gonna die that. Don't about him. Just leave me.
No, that's fine. Can you push now?
He's pushing. Not a guy's pushing you too. Hey, he left you. He actually left you.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
pretty fucked from every position.
Fucking...
Okay, so let's look back here. So it starts from their walk up. They see two teams fighting up on the hill. He really hates the position they're in. He's most like, right now, the goal here isn't to get 90 KP and win the game, because that's not going to happen from where they are. They do not have the position to do that. So what the goal is to find a space that they can use to take circle position, that they can find to hold out like in a way that's actually defensible, and then potentially just like rip an evac or find some way to get actual position in the circle instead of where they are now, which is like on a timer towards zone 3 on the side of the circle with the most teams just kind of desperately working through their way into any position. Does not want to be here. Yeah, so there's the two teams up on the hill that he sees. One guy gets Krabered that Zero pings out. He doesn't want them to shoot because he wants these two, like he wants the team that got Krabered to feel safe after the res, like to feel safe enough that they can keep pushing the team on the hill because they have to get to circle as well. Maybe what Hal and Jen were saying was right, where they're probably going to try to back off the fight anyways and zip over in their direction. But even if they all did that as 3, you're still in a position, like they're still in the same position to fuck the team off the zip lines that they were in.
Cracked him.
Bro, stop shooting the team that has to push them.
Yeah, that team, maybe they back up anyways, you know, a lot of maybes here. But if that team does keep pushing them, then Falcons can be in a position, or can position themselves in a way that lets them wrap up and pincer the team that started the push. They don't want to go into the close side of wall to the buildings there, because those buildings are 90% taken, and for them to fight those buildings, they just have to int. And there's too many teams on their side of the circle. So if they do int one of those buildings, they just get third-partied and die immediately after.
I'm gonna fuse you from the wall. Honest, no, gun.
Yeah, so because that team gave up the original push that they were trying to do for the high ground and came and just like, and started a fight with them, it means that now Falcons doesn't really have an option into the circle other than literally probably just trying to kill the team above them. They probably, like, no matter what way you go here, you can't play below this team because they're just going to fuck you. Like, they have, every team in this lobby has fuse. You can't go into the buildings because you're just going to get inted for them. Like, maybe you can, like, maybe that just has to be the play. You just have to stabilize. But either way, you're going to have to take a fight here again. And I don't think there's a way for them to stabilize and run properly.
I fuse off to them.
And what ends up happening is as they try to escape, or like as Zero tries to escape, they just get like picked off from behind. And then he's just in this position where he's got cover from a few angles. And for anybody to like hard push him, they'd probably take a lot of damage and it might be playable, but you know, he's a solo in a pro lobby. Like, this man is dead. So that was the first fight. You know, You know, macro-wise, maybe there's something left to be desired. Maybe there's a different way to rotate up or to, like, get around in a way that he didn't look for. But as far as the fighting goes, I think that was just, like, maybe it's just a lack of communication. When he saw the two teams, like, jockeying for height, he probably just had to say, don't shoot, we have to third this, or something along those lines. And then after the shots happened, after that team came down and started fighting him, like, I feel like he might have just gotten stuck in the thought of, like, why the fuck did you shoot for too long? Because he needed to just make another choice after that. He needs to either hard push the team on the hill, and they need to use ults and just try to wipe them too, and, like, try to take the space, which seems ass. And then, or they have to, like, try to, I don't know, fuse evac one of the close buildings, or, like, fuse sear one of the close buildings and just try to fight for it. Because as it stands, or, like, as it stood, after the zipline play, then, like, after they wipe this team, they just don't have any more options. Maybe they don't have one on them, but in my head, you just, like, I keep saying just, like, but this is all pretty moment to moment, and I have a lot of time to think about it, right? In my head, playing low ground isn't, like, it's not the end of the world still. You could still potentially try to fight this team. Like, if you evac with walls closer to that other zipline and you have, like, 2 ways up, but even then, like, you probably just have to smoke your cross into the wall and then try to fight for one of the buildings. But even if you do that, like, looking at where this next circle's pulling, they're still fucked. Like, it's just not a zone pull for them. Pretty much the only way they win this game is if they clear their entire side of the circle. And the odds of that, I mean, they're just not real. Alright, let's move on to game 2. That one went pretty quick.
Someone's grappling me. Can you look?
On you, I can't see.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy up.
They left them.
Motherfuckers too.
They left them, okay, so.
Wait, he got landed on here, I think.
How was he hitting me through a smoke? His teammates are in the building in front of me by themselves.
Where's the box?
I killed him.
You know, I want to look at, like, just the fights and learn, like, why they're taking them and how they take them and stuff, but and try to avoid macro discussion because it takes up a lot of fucking time. But it's looking like, I mean, the reason they take the fights is because of macro, so it's kind of like a stupid thing to try to separate. If I go back, when do they get the scan? Like here? I don't think they have a people beacon. There's a few places this zone could pull now. Down at these buildings, Cedo and Jurassic are all end games. I think Zero's assuming it's going to be the Jurassic one just because it's the most of the circle. But it really could go to anywhere here. I feel like in my head it's going to go to the Barrow buildings. But I think he wants Jurassic just because there's more Evo. But their loot isn't super good for this. You know, so I guess in that position, Zero's running ahead, but Hal and Jen both have shots, like, around the building that he's looking at.
I killed him.
So he doesn't have a lot to worry about as far as a solo push goes.
They're going to our building. They're going to our building, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, they're going nuts.
We're going past,
Going down to the bubble, it looks like.
100% inting.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fighting.
Yep, yeah, okay.
I'm walking over to him.
Yeah, so they hear a team. So they secure a position in Jurassic early. They know they don't have, like, the greatest meds and stuff. But yeah, the second they see a fight, this third partyable here, they're not just gonna let this happen, you know? They're not just gonna let these two teams kill each other and stabilize. So they put themselves in a position, they're gonna put themselves in a position nearby where they can constantly, like, pick away at this fight until it looks like it's either over or just about over. And they're going to, most likely, just fucking run at them.
They're all dead.
They're so funny.
Tilting.
The 3 teams? Yeah, couple. Dead.
They're not a team. They're not a team. I hit him with flash. I hit 2 of them on flash.
Defend the goal. Whose ult is this?
Oh no.
That's theirs. On my right. I'm low, right side.
Yeah, they're not committed to the nut yet. They're still just holding the outside. They're using the seer ult for info, getting picks, shooting away at the teams. And they're just trying to hold out this pass. Because even with this many teams on the other side of the pass, as long as nobody comes up, like, behind them, they just, like, the other teams have to fight each other to take, like, push forward to take space. So there's enough of a distraction that you should be able to just keep picking away at all this.
Right side, and one cracked left side. On me, like on my side.
That other team's trying to shoot from far away.
Yeah, give me a second.
Fuck me.
Nice, I'm the shot. Team on the cannon side.
There's one.
Dead inside, dead inside.
Bro, oh my god, I'm fucking losing here right now.
I'm in. Canny?
Go shoot them down. Like on cannon one.
Yep.
There's 2 cannon.
Yeah, I cracked 100.
I don't really see your angle.
I'm fair mining.
They killed the team inside, so they took a bit more space. Jen took the nut.
There. One's knocked, one's knocked. Sliding down.
They see that one, yeah, again, like they see that one person's knocked here. They use the nerd, and they're super down to just use their numbers advantage to just wipe it.
Yeah, one's here. Look.
Dead.
Nice. On cannon. Taking cannon.
Hit him. One. Oh my fucking god.
Nice.
Oh my god,
I need a sight.
So tall, handsome.
Fighting for no purpose, very bad. But if you can slow play a fight, and if you can fight for a reason, the reason being to get a ton of loot, to get a lot of KP, and to make it so that nobody's coming up the backside of your circle, so that you could just like have a free position to hold, very good. Very good plan. It also helped that team was those teams got into big fights with each other. Like this is like, it's such a big advantage to third partying, and it's like the reason that you don't want to just like, that's why it always sucks to evac, or like one thing that always goes wrong playing like Valkyrie is you can get crazy like angles into good circle positions, but if you don't have the info, like if you don't know a team's already there, or you don't know it's clear already, you just kind of like, you're just kind of 50-50ing for space that you'd like, you're just hoping will work out. But you know, obviously the downside is, like I said, a team walks up behind them and now they're at the bottom of the choke. But the upside is their like side of the circle, they just killed like 3-4 teams. They shouldn't be wrapped up behind anymore. So this should just be like a even-ish 1v1 or like 3v3, where now the team in the pass is again at risk of being third-partied, and they have like 9 bodies worth of loot to pull from down here. So it's not quite the position that the teams that they were third-partying were in, and they have room to work with their backs to the circle to try to push forward and take this pass from the other team. If they can spread out a decent amount enough that they can take angles and take enough space and just prioritize not necessarily killing the people in the pass, like as good as that is, if you can get a pick, they're probably going to be more focused on just playing their lives and using like the ridiculous amount of resources they just got. Like the circle's basically just closing. They've got plenty of time. They're just going to try to slow play this fight up unless something like fucked up happens to the team above them.
Go now.
Yeah, I cracked on 90.
I think it's too late. Now.
Get cannon?
It's not. They're not.
No, I don't think it is.
It is now. Now it is.
Oh, come on. Hey,
Oh,
white.
yeah.
Or blue. I'm inside.
Yeah, blues. I mean, like.
Go that one's blue. A couple. Play out right side. Play right side.
So the team above them wasn't willing to hold the pass, probably because they also, like, you know, it's the other team knows that they'll get third partied if this takes too long as well, so they have to be somewhat proactive here. So they take the nut to try to get like high ground and positioning on Falcons to stop them from being able to really go anywhere. Like there might have been some, like, I think Zero mentioned taking the cannon. There might have been like something they can do where they just run and zone wrap again. But Zero feels like they can stabilize, and he wants to take all of the loot that they just got from these fights. And he's just happy to, he's happy to make this team work for it.
Swing a bit.
Swing.
Yeah, swing. Bang, man, on the board! I'm dying. You got that, guys. Nice.
Yeah, so they wrap around together. They use the smoke to push as a team. And then they just, you know, they team shot the bang, and then they work together to just start cleaning up the rest. Now there's just one dude in the nut with 2 knockdowns versus Hal and Gunburton.
Batting.
Nice.
And there they go.
You guys got
so many kills, bro. There's so many kills.
That was a bit more of a 50-50, but it was still kind of in their advantage because the team in the past in that situation had a lot more of a need to just get rid of them, I feel like. The obvious problem, like, the big thing here is when they were the team in the past, third-partying all the shit, like, I guess you just gotta make sure that you're doing it quickly and you're constantly taking space and you're constantly working angles. Otherwise, you just get pushed from behind by probably that team that just ran up on them. But it is hard to say. Yeah, they have like 12 bodies to work with here of loot. It's like 4 POIs.
Oh my god.
5 nights.
All 4 POIs worth of loot, all gathered in like a fucking 20-foot radius of each other. Still not entirely sure where it's pulling to. Like, it might go Barrow.
Gonna get a Moby.
Oh my, what the fuck? Says, kind of pulling to Cedo and Jurassic. I think this one ends on the left side of the wall. Like, more towards the Cedo side of things than the Jurassic side of things. It's kind of a hard sell no matter where you go. If you go in the Jurassic side of things, there's probably going to be like 4 more teams fighting over this space. But if you think this is going to be the end game, it's absolutely worth it. But if you think the end game is going to be on like the Cedo side of things, then you probably want to wrap around this way. So it really depends where he thinks it's going more. From the position they're in, working their way through this pass does not seem fun. They've got a lot of resources and loot to do it with, but it still doesn't seem fun. But I also don't know how you could play this edge of the circle without just dying. The only thing that really comes to mind is like play with circle pull through this pass, because you know like this side should be decently clear. Just got to make sure like one of these teams doesn't wrap on you for some reason. And you just got to look to like third party and kind of clean up this whole side of Jurassic. Because if you can do that, there's decent odds of you being able to like play the fence and like get up around this hill with like evacs or something else. I feel like this side is a lot better for them long term, which leads me to think that that's where Zero will want to go. But this is probably just the safest route. This is probably going to guarantee them a position in next circle. I just don't see this pass being like super playable afterwards though, is the issue. So I don't know.
Gonna get a Moby.
Yeah, so if there wasn't a team in his direction when he'd looked, if he'd seen absolutely nobody, he probably would have just hard gone for the safe route. But knowing that they have to fight for the pass, so again, like, he's willing to fight, but he doesn't want to fight for a shitty position. He wants to fight for a good position. If he's going to fight, he wants to make sure the fight is for something that could win them the game. So he's not super willing to fight for the low ground. But if he knows it's going to happen anyways.
Yeah.
See, like, again, like, this, it's not in his advantage to do this as, like, a neutral fight, which is why they wanted to back up. But again, like, if the team's getting third-partied, it's just free KP because neither teams can properly focus on you. If you play the fight properly, if you play the third party properly, you just get circle position.
I don't know if I have the building. I wrote the counting. I'm in the building.
Good.
Not good.
Bloomer.
Can we just get into a waterfall now? Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I can.
No,
I'm going.
wait, actually, just fight it.
Alright.
Yeah, he's very indecisive here because both positions are ass, he doesn't know which one he'd rather take more. There's probably also like a huge reason he's willing to just force this fight is because he knows that this team doesn't have their ults up, right?
I'm back on. Wait, two spiders! There's team spiders!
Two spiders, yeah. I'm gonna show in the back. Banning.
Save on me.
How's he still hitting me? What the fuck?
Get my banner and go back.
Yeah, going back.
I get 3 taps to cuss them out.
Pushing up, he sees that there's a team in spiders waiting to also third party the pass. And then there's a team up from the fence line that's shooting down at them with a Bosec. And a Nemesis. I think it was just the Bosec actually. I don't know where the Nemesis was shooting from.
Free, yeah, make it tell?
There were 2 mechas.
I'm dead.
Chill.
I got a mech hit. Should have mech
Do you
hit.
have a Moby? Did you not even grab? Oh, no, you didn't grab it.
Yeah, you should have that. Run across. You need to like just commit to it. I just
They're not actually fighting though.
Yeah, but you need to commit to it and fuck them off. It's on cannon if you want to get a Moby. In front of you. Oh, never mind. See one. So much damage!
Yeah.
They are fucked up right
Kill them
now.
all.
Dead. I love knock.
Real?
Okay, nice.
Mobies.
Yeah, I'm looking.
This one has evac. I'm fucking alive?
Yeah, as long as they're like, that was a very indecisive sounding fight where Zero's constantly just calling them back and then saying, "Oh wait, no, go forward," and then calling them back again and then going, "Oh no, actually we hit this." And it's because it was kind of it's a really fucked up situation for them to be in again, where they either have to, they're pulling in the Jurassic side where they're going to have to fight 10 teams, or they're pulling in the Barra side, which they were assuming was softer because of the amount of teams that they killed through the pass they were already in. But it turns out that there was still a lot of people trying to coexist for space over there. So he goes over, expecting them to be the third party, and then the fight ended faster than they thought it would, so he didn't want to do it. And then he hears that they're on blues and that they have the ult advantage, so he's like, no, wait, actually, yeah, do it. But then as they push up, they see another team ready to third party them, ready to walk up if shit starts going down. So he's like, wait, no, this is bad again. Because he's constantly getting new information that's changing how he views how good the play is. He told them to zone wrap back and try to make it back to the pass that they were originally in. But then he sees the team fighting forward through this spider cave, and he's like, oh, wait, no, go third party that, go wipe those teams. Because even as a duo, it's probably their best chance now at playing the game off of the information they've already learned.
Why is there 4 teams?
Swing us!
What?
What the oh my god, I literally nothing, bro. Nice. They're just...
Are they high?
Fuck?
Once they're a 2-man, it's pretty fucked up. There's not a lot they can do anymore. They can work for space and they can try to play up the hill. Yeah, they fucked this team up on the surprise.
Kill them all. It doesn't matter. Just don't worry about
Yeah, I did.
They look for more picks, get more assists.
Yeah, you can cross in a way.
Assists and picks and stuff like that.
I'm gonna just have to watch left. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we're right. Nice. They're just...
Are they high?
Fuck?
Is it because they know they're a duo? I'm confused. Why do they swing this? Is it because they see the evac at the top of the hill and they think to themselves, oh yeah, we should be able to clear our side of the circle now, so we swing together?
Oh my
you just
god.
Take so much damage swinging in this duo though. There's not enough teams left to hold it off. Is it because they... Yeah, I guess it's gotta just be because TSM at the top of the hill evac'd out. So they're just trying to clear their circle as fast as they can, but you can't, while the other teams are fighting, but you can't do this. You're just fucking yourself over. They just put themselves on low ground for 2 KP. This is kind of what I mean by they're willing to fight, in the Falcons' perspective, they're willing to fight, but they want to do it for good positions. I just, they might have sent... What I feel like would have been more likely is that he would have kept... Zero probably would have kept Hal and Jen, somewhere up in, their original position, and he would have used smokes to try to start angling out the duo himself, to try to see if he can, get a knock or get something to finish them on his own, or, with a bit of knuckle cluster help or something like that. I don't think he would have had all 3 of them just send it like that, though.
Hey, hi.
Fuck? I'll grab that, man.
Contests are hard to plan around, especially when they're, for scrim practice, because the teams aren't supposed to be landing on each other, because it's supposed to be a simulation of an ALGS game, right? And with the new dropship system, teams are not landing on each other like this.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they see the high ground person, and Jen's underneath them, and Zero just immediately angles out to try to kill the one... this dude's probably the biggest threat on the other team. He should be able to get shots from almost any angle that anybody else is fighting, and people can always run back to him.
Yeah, I'm killing him.
On us. On you. Crack.
Dead.
I don't see you.
Look at him.
Fucking...
Oh my god, pissed on him.
Yeah, they just got, I don't know, there isn't even really a lot to say there. The other team late landed. Hal had a dude drop on him with no gun. And Jen and Zero just played together to wipe 2. I don't know. Not a lot to say.
Bro,
It's
why
just
didn't they say
well
anything?
I'm gonna the spiders have literally nails.
Team.
Doing good?
Are these guys fucking trolling?
Bro, they're just gonna
We can
keep
make it in
shooting
front of
us.
the building. We can make it in front of
How can you even fucking see me there?
He's holding us. Can we kill this guy?
Okay, wait, scanning it. Wait,
I'm dead.
guys are close.
I heard
don't
that.
think-
Can you cast me?
I'm fucking
Scanning
lost.
again. Yeah, they're here. They're here.
It's one guy.
The
The
hell?
other two are high.
Two.
I'm on Q.
I got two.
I'm on key also. I'm 3-0.
You need to
I'm
come.
outside. I'm popping the med kit.
Pop off. I got fucking
I
Q.
can't see what.
Batting. What the fuck?
Watch out, fuse.
Kill.
Watch out, fuse. Batting. The other team's gonna come on.
Okay, so another team comes up with the car and takes their other rotation in, so they don't want to fight uphill in that direction. I feel like they're just very scattered at the moment right now. Like, they're not... There isn't really a plan going on yet. Zero's kind of comes up with one on the fly, but he's kind of stuck on the arc star missing, and I don't think he really...
Zero, I think. I hear the car like rapping, maybe.
This guy just staring at himself.
I don't think he really says
Zone
anything.
is Barrow.
Yeah.
Are we evac?
Please stop
Evac.
shooting me. Drop into the next side.
Yeah.
I guess he's assuming it's a barrow zone as
It's like
is.
sample.
So he wants to... yeah, I guess that's probably it, right? Like, he sees that it's a barrow zone and he wants to fight this way. Because, again, it's the same idea, right? Like, he's down to fight. He's not against fighting. He's against fighting for bad positions.
Wait, we have beacon? The fuck?
Yeah, come, 5 off.
Yeah, they're here.
It's one guy. Batting. Two high.
Two.
I'm on Q.
I got two.
I'm on key also. I'm 3-0.
You need to
I'm
come.
outside. I'm popping the med kit.
Pop off.
Oh my god, he got fucked up there.
I got fucking
I
Q.
can't see what.
Batting.
Yeah, just gets rolled from the roof.
What the fuck?
Watch out, fuse.
Kill.
Watch out, fuse. Batting.
I don't think that was even a Skynade. I think it's just in the corner on the doorway and Zero tries to walk back in and he gets blown out.
Yeah, they're here.
It's one guy.
The
The
hell?
other two are high.
Two.
I'm on Q.
I got two.
I'm on key also. I'm 3-0.
You need to
I'm
come.
outside. I'm popping the med kit.
Yeah, it's just right there on the floor. I thought it was a Skynade over. He's just blocking out the doorway, making sure they can't come back.
Pop
He gets
off.
fucked up for
I
that
can't see
though.
what.
Batting.
I guess, like, Hal's popping a bat in a med kit, which he kind of has to because he's super fucking low, so he can't do the fuse ult shit right away.
I'm fucking
Scanning
lost.
again. Yeah, they're here.
It's one guy.
The
The
hell?
other two are high.
Two.
I'm on Q.
I got two.
I'm on key also. I'm 3-0.
You need to
I'm
come.
outside.
Like, I guess I think it's a solo, so they don't want to burn their stuff early, but I feel like maybe it's just too much hindsight, but I feel like Jen just ults this building sooner.
Kit.
Pop off. I got fucking
I
Q.
can't see what.
Batting.
Like, the seer ult delays it at a really, or the seer Q silences, I think, Jen and Hal at a really good time to delay it even further, but just on the run up to it, no?
Yeah.
Saying, like,
But maybe it's just
Oh my
hindsight.
god.
I guess he was saying he wasn't trying to fight fast because he thought it was a solo in the building on him. And then around when Jen hears that they're actually a duo, that's when they both get silenced. I don't know, man. I feel like you just seer ult the building and try to fuck the team. But, like, maybe that's just not real either, because maybe they just back up and stabilize the second you do that, right? Like, if you try to take the building, maybe they just both back up to the barrow tower
Actually, you should.
and don't do anything. So maybe it just ends up being a waste if they do it on the run-up until, like, they want the teams to commit to the building a bit harder. Stepping around the corner into that grenade really
I'm
fucked
pretty
them
sure
over,
I
though.
just got like 5 million no regs on him.
Yeah, like, it's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, the reason they're so, like, or the reason he's so annoyed with the top barometer team right now isn't just because they got killed and they lost the fight. Like, that probably plays into it. But it's also because, from his perspective, they're fighting over nothing. These guys should have first priority to the zone and to play to set up a good position that like could play last them through to the entire end game. But instead they're holding top barometer tower outside of circle, just kind of shooting at people. And then they just run at them. Again, to take a building that's out of zone, giving other teams the opportunity to third party and like take the position that they're in. It seems like it works out for them because they stabilize and they get like Falcons loot and they get their armor evos that they were originally denied.
Yeah, I'm like, I just put the monitor back on the.
But that was pretty shit. Into World's Edge. It's a pretty fucked game as well. They had a team land and like hard split them up. I mean, I guess that's one thing that you could learn fighting Falcons is if you know that you've got like a POI where you get like fast loot in comparison to some of the bigger places, because Falcons like to play POIs that give them a lot of loot. A lot of the time they play very split up in the early game, so if you know where to land or you know where they usually go, you might be able to do shit like this intentionally. But yeah, their game is very chaotic just from how this is playing out. They've kind of reconnected with each other and they've taken enough space here across Fishery. I don't know, like what happens if they run at Gen here though? Or like, is the idea just that they have an open enough line of sight that anybody that just sprints at him should get just destroyed?
Play around the EMP though. If we break drone, it's free. But if we don't, it's fucked.
They're still here?
Yeah, they're in the building.
I'm scanning it, no.
They're in the building, Jen.
Okay. That doesn't reach, bro. Like, hello?
Yeah, what the don't comment. Place the evac. Oh, Cyril first. Try bait EMP. Cyril. Bait EMP and then we fuse all evac after. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah, back. They're banging out to two.
He's not
even
EMP. We push them. Fuck. You gotta try bait EMP. Yeah, you gotta try bait EMP.
Yeah, I'm trying now.
I cracked one. There's no Jen in the close room.
I got sniped from across the map.
131!
I'm killing him.
Wait, can we fight? Evac.
I'm shit, bro. I just got fucking
Jen. Or the...
Jen broken? Fuse on the evac. Yeah. I'm back up at EMP. I'm good.
I'm out.
Nice. Now we fight them.
Okay.
There's no one close.
What is outside?
Yeah.
Did he not?
Get inside and fight.
Did he not see that guy swinging? Was he just too focused on the arc he was chucking?
Okay.
I have no more shields.
They're just nading outside. They're nading, nades.
That's shields.
I'm gonna scan. Ready?
Why not wrap to the backside? They don't have the info, right?
Scanning him now.
I guess because they're all holding that bar together.
Swinging. Good damage.
I killed on.
Fighting. Chill a little bit. Don't die.
I'm going Phoenixing. You have to kill that. Nice. Phoenixing.
I'm just banging things randomly.
I need armor swap. I
took the close one. We're fine. Yeah.
So they took the building. They have a Watson gun to play on, but now they're kind of in the same position the other team was.
160 blue. He's on bin. Close.
I'm 4-1 with 90 bullets.
7-1.
Double energy.
Yeah.
Cracked him 100 on the left.
Pushing. 160 blue. He's on bin. Close.
Oh my god. Made it.
Lucky. Holy fuck.
Bottom bat. They're burning. They're making.
Kill one. Nice. You win that. Knock.
Wait. Oh.
What? I'm behind the knock.
Does this fight just take too long? Like, why are they so invested in killing this team right now?
They're banging out to two.
Like, I guess they just want to keep clearing out Lava Fissure, keep being proactive with, like, the territory they're controlling, because they're expecting, or Zero's expecting a Lava Fissure end game. They play up around these cliffs a lot. I think another part of it is just because they're Crypto Watson, right? So they're like they don't have a lot of offensive capability, so they're down to just use the absurd amount of, like, offensive tools they have as a team to just try to rip through them. Like, he's not expecting the bang to be close on their door. Jen probably could have scanned that, but that's kind of whatever.
What?
Close, shut up, close.
Like, walking out's pretty troll, but he thought they had a...
One, 160 blue! He's on bin! Close. What?
Oh my god.
And they just spam nades and just take the building, and that... I guess I just don't have enough information about their surroundings. That game did feel pretty troll. Like, just the way they made contact with that first team. And them trying to, like, reconnect with each other and then playing to wipe the Fisher team. And the way that all played out just seemed really, pretty cringe altogether.
And he just runs up with no sound and insta-kills me while I'm smoking. What the fuck? What is that timing, bro? I just jump smoke it to swing out and he fucking stands in it.
It is kind of weird, like, both of his teammates ripped and he solo pushes the 3-man. Like, maybe the idea is that, he's just trying to trade as much damage as he can. Like, he sees that his teammates are in a position where they're just gonna get rolled over because of the amount of damage they just took. So he just plays very forward to basically sell his life to let his team reset to push in. And honestly, he just gets really lucky timing on 0. But I don't think the idea of the play was that he was expecting to get a kill or a pick. I think he was just trying to get damage and buy time. And it just ended up going, like, worst case for 0. I think that's 4 games now. Are they just fighting over the cargo bot? I think they have to run south side for the zone here, so it kind of makes sense, but...
Hey, 80 flush bang!
Yep.
I killed him. Let's go knock.
I'm holding.
Is it just confidence in knowing who the team you're fighting is? Like, feeling like they just have just straight better macro or whatever, so they just go for they just take the fight? It's going to, like, the tree/bridge area. I don't think it ever ends, like, actually in launch site, but I think I might have seen 1 or 2 in there before, so I could be wrong. I don't think it's super common, though. I guess they want the people scan. Like, they abandoned the one in Mirage for whatever reason. Like, do they just want to get into Harvester and play in? Like, he wants the cargo drone, I guess.
I am 8. Someone's getting this fucking dude right by me.
Yeah, then he just keeps getting enough damage that this team doesn't ever really feel comfortable pushing them off. And they just keep running up on them, getting more damage, chasing them down.
Going up? Yeah.
Hal and Jed get a kill on the outside. I guess I just kept getting damage and running them over there. Harvester is decent, but I don't know if this looks like a super good position to move into circle from. Is this just like them caring less the longer the scrim is going on? Or the longer the scrim set's going on? Because it's been like kind of troll the last 2 games. You get the people scan, they know there's a team right beside them. Just book it into Harvester. Probably just try to take like the tunnel, lava station, or top bridge. Any of those look good.
One's really far. Top got. I'm playing close.
I'm not there.
They're fighting for bridge. They see that they have like a man advantage, so they're just trying to push it. But Jen's a little bit too far behind to properly fight, so it's kind of just a 2v2.
I'm in the check.
I dropped down. Still bit.
I got. Dang.
I cracked one. Nice smoke.
Yeah, flash. He's one. Cracked another one.
We have wall hacks everywhere.
The 9 wall hacks. I got 82 nades.
We can push off of this. I'm ready.
I got shot from low ground. Snake.
He come.
Someone zipped up behind them.
Okay.
Someone zipped behind them.
I'm not anyone's here.
I'm scanning.
I think they're here.
No, they're not.
No, and.
Okay.
I think it's a different team. Pathfinder. All selling.
They had Pat too. Yeah, they had.
They're not here.
They grappled down.
You got the bridge.
Way better
The bridge is okay. If it keeps pulling tree, it gets less okay, but it's still playable.
one HP.
Half.
Fight. They're going to the fight. They're definitely sick in that movie. They bang ulted the other team. Come. He's building really far. I just got a zip. No, it's not.
It's not?
So? No. They just left. They're leaving to the fight. They're going to the fight. They just left on me. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. One HP.
Oh, yeah.
The gen is close. Not in the hallway.
Yeah, they're holding it. That PK, I think?
Good damage.
Half. Yeah,
good damage. So much damage, guys. The gen is close. Knuckle deep. Nice. Knuckle away. Nice.
I'm making it. Who's bang out?
Getting.
Okay.
No.
I'm making it.
It's fight. Honestly, both of these fights make sense now. The one over the cargo bot kind of didn't. But I guess if they're trying to push in this way anyways, it makes a bit more sense. Here, they're just trying to take one of these buildings so that they can play, like, in-game zone position.
2 seconds.
So they're willing to fight this. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm standing behind.
Works out for them. But now they just have to hold.
Down on them.
They're also willing to fight the bridge because they believe they have, like, the man advantage. And the bridge is also a good spot to work into the end game from. So they're willing to fight either side. The bridge one didn't go as well, but... Yeah, he knows he's got a position to pull back to, so he's just trying to take as like much side space as he can so that he can get KP on this part and third party hit.
What? He got a fucking red swap. He's 1 HP behind pillar if you can Q hell. I'm literally 1 HP healing. Bro, I'm fucking out of mouse mode. I'm looking.
Pack.
Holy fuck.
All good.
On me.
On me.
I'm coming. I'm building. Last guy's here. On Q. Nice.
Pulls back to the building, making sure their backside's clear, and then Zero's just scouting forward, looking for a new spot to take, seeing what's free. They see the top trees open, so he takes it.
I think they stay. There's two here. Full team here.
I'm good.
Down.
And then they're just going to use this position to just kind of rain down and grief any fights that are going on, try to make sure that things are finished. They have control of the circle.
They're moving. That side. They're going to carry that side. I got fucking nuke. Man.
Can you res.
Double doors. Okay, east building. Elden Dome.
He just gets fucking cravered or some shit, almost dies. I'll get the res.
Where am I ping?
Top 5.
140.
Ooh, 140.
I know. What the fuck? He might think he's outside, Jared. Where the fuck did you kill him? Kill him outside. I think you killed him outside. Alright, so where am I ping? Yeah, I got it.
One's here on my ping.
Gets the Kraber.
On the left. Yeah.
Can I angle? I'm trying to angle.
Yeah, that blues.
I can angle.
Blue and purple.
Tries to angle at the Watson team. 140 on the Watson.
They have Gen, I think. They have Gen.
Yeah, like this is kind of what I meant, right? Like Zero's constantly trying to angle at this team. He knows he's got bang smokes to try to get him out of the position. He's leaving one person top tree so that they have their rotate back, and then they can't get mirrored easily. And then him and Hal are walking forward, slowly angling out this team on the edge of the circle so that they can make sure that they have one more clear side with less to worry about. They're not inting this. They're not running at them. They're not going as a 3-man. They're just making sure that they get to also get KP.
Look at zone, by the way. Kill your right side.
They're kind of trying to swing me, I think. Right. Yeah, it's good. Come to me.
Bow. I got nades. So many nades. Turbo. Go back. I'm gonna
come.
Right? The other one.
Close.
Is it free?
We can. There's one
guy
holding.
far right. Underneath.
Top 3, they see like a solo or like a rat or some shit below.
Ready in the open. One's on me.
Ooh, missing those close Kraber shots. He's fucking dead.
Dead.
I'm dead.
His teammates are like far. Like just one guy aping.
Just res, you're good.
I'm resing.
You're good. You can stick it. I can't.
It's just one guy. The other guy's like fucking far.
Fuck. He just fucks me.
Yeah, I mean, Zero, like, that's, honestly, it's just kind of bad luck. Zero just misses his shots. If he hits either of those Kraber shots, that Pathfinder just dies. And then they get to keep playing their position. But because Zero gets fucked and because Zero dies, Hal and Jen are just kind of in an unplayable position because Patha just has the above. They managed to trade one, but they're already 2 down now, and then they just get inted. Yeah, TSM just ints their low ground, takes their tree. And then because they got the wipe, the other team's just in a position to third-party stuff, and then just uses the damage that they get to close out the game. Nothing they could really do there anymore. Fnatic just wins.
Oh, right here. Trying to come this way. They need a beacon.
They're fighting over beacons.
Yeah.
This is another thing that I got from watching Moist, is a lot of teams, because they're playing the beacon comp, they're willing to straight up like int for beacons and Evo in the early game, because absolutely no team is willing to play this game on white shields.
Rock.
You're just so behind, and any team that sees that you're like that far behind will just int you. Yeah, like they're still just fighting over this, no matter how many times they get pushed back. Like Zero does not want to give up this Evo. He gets the bangle, uses it to try to push them off. He's still playing the angle, still playing the angle, still playing the angle. Like, they will not give this up. Maybe if he sees the ring pull is like absolutely fucked for him, and he's probably gonna get inted here. Yeah, ring's just hard pulling north, so it's like it's not even super worth staying for anymore. But they like
range guns. It's so cancelled.
getting the Evo is getting the Evo and the survey information is still very important.
I can't really see him. Got a rock.
They get back up to the Mirage building. They're just taking too much damage. The team has like really good angles and height, and they all have ranged weapons, so they're just getting picked away at, and then they just get ran over.
Fighting that, like they just fucking
Godwalk guy.
Why are we even fighting that? Like they just fucking waste of fucking time. Like holy fuck, man.
It kind of is. Like he's honestly not wrong. It's like I know he wants the Evo and he wants to like fight this team off and get the kills, but there's nothing to fight for. Like you're fighting for the Evo, right? But there's got to be another path that you can take that's actually like making you progress towards zone.
We're not even fighting him because you're both just sitting on ship.
Yeah, let me just push them up the fucking hill on white armor. You fucking idiot.
I was doing it the entire time and fucking them.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because we were fucking shooting over you the entire time. And you're just smoking them off.
Well, Jen has 100 damage, so I don't think he was shooting over me a lot.
Well, they have snipers and we don't. How are we supposed to trade with them?
That's why you come.
As soon as I came to you, the guy got the left angle, which I was holding the whole time, and we just got fucked. You legit put 1 HP like 3 times.
Yeah, but we can walk up and they can't see anything. And we can fuck them.
Like, Zero's not wrong that he can smoke off, like, all their good hide angles and then walk up, but also, like, again, I don't think that's worth fighting for. That felt really troll, that whole... Like, I feel like they're just out of it right now. After, like, the game, after the game 3 and 4, where things just kind of went to shit, I feel like he's kind of out of it. He's just not as focused, but it's hard to say. Like, yeah, the rotation's also fucked. They're in a fucked position, like, no matter what they do, but taking the fight, like, he just made... As I was skipping through, I heard him talking about how, like, they'd be rotating on fucking, like, white or blue armors with no meds and, like, bad loot. But at least if you're going that way and you get into another fight, then you're fighting towards the circle as opposed to fighting over what appears to be one survey beacon uphill against really good angles with a team that apparently all has good enough ranged weapons to just keep ripping you. That doesn't make sense.
I'm right behind them. You should AVAC Jen on you. How can we get to it?
They're definitely trading right now.
I'm taking it.
Yeah. They're fucking chilling. I'm right behind them.
Yeah, another fight starting. This time they're third partying on the edge of the circle, trying to hold out a choke point. Just trying to make sure that they get KP on these teams, they get loot, and that they have like a free back to walk into the circle with. No, they rip damage, they kill this team.
I'm taking it.
This team just finished killing their team, so they're like right there.
Like right in front of you? Okay.
Yes. Literally on me. 2 guys.
Doesn't give them enough time to fully reset or loot the bodies. There's Evo in, they're all all pushing together. I think, yeah, there's already a knockdown.
Cracked him. I'm going high guy. One's on the drop. Another one dropped. I'm gonna pop.
Yeah, and it's just a free wipe because of that.
Probably map.
They get ahead of them, start rotating into the next circle. They know they've got like their backside clear because they just pinged beacons. So they know they can just walk up to the top of the hill and nobody's really behind them anymore because of the two teams they just wiped. There shouldn't be much to worry about as far as holding their position goes. Unless like this team on the upper left side tries to int them. Do they have to push in this deep already though? Like why leave the free edge of the circle? Like maybe they know where zone pull is. Oh, I guess they're going to the next survey beacon. I see the kind of lower capacitor buildings are open. Why wouldn't they just want to play their compound though? Like I guess they think the game's ending towards dam or lab, so they want to have like a fast track over there. And they don't want to get caught in the cluster. They go down to the low buildings that are free.
Yeah, they're not on the doors.
They're just sitting there, they're pulling.
They want the portal room so that they can go back out and evac that way, I suppose.
Okay, 7 seconds.
That makes sense.
We try to stick one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess if they get this room, they're going to be in probably like the... If they get the next circle, then they get room to chill for like 10 minutes. And if they don't get the next circle, they just get a free portal evac out. So they want the room.
They're down the doors. I can hit like most of them.
Tell me when you're about to do a second smoke.
Yeah, I got ready? Now.
I got stuck. What about?
Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
He's kind of stood in the knuckle cluster out in the open.
I can't push.
Kick off.
Amazing.
They hold the door with nades, push him back down the stairs, start rezzing. Howl holds. They get pushed back, they're down in the lower room, but they're still fighting for it. They're not done with this. I've got people shooting them in the back. They get pushed into the back corner.
It's the bank from top one.
They smoke, they swing together. Two of them down, one left. Just a 1v1, and Jen wins it.
We're fucking dead.
There's one guy, it's one guy.
Okay, kidding. Yeah.
Alright, res.
Res. There's no, just come to me.
I know, I can't.
Try not to die.
You're trying to swing out here.
Yeah.
He zip down, go up the stairs.
Yeah, I am.
Bro.
Going upstairs.
They're up you, they're on you.
Take water.
Yeah, I am.
Run!
Nice.
Fly back this way. Like right, far right, like back where we hit UAV.
Right, okay.
They just go back to the compound that they were safe at.
Spot, then.
I'm just going like up here, anywhere I can go.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no one here. I just insta-scan.
Probably get banner. I don't like here.
Scanning.
Just playing for banner. They're taking the space that they like originally came in from, so that they know it's kind of clear. They take banner and they're right back to the portal room. Who takes the portal, uses it to reconnect with Jen.
Hey, right.
I got him.
I'm taking zip in third party. There's fucking 5 skulls. No, chill. He's at the top of zip. Chill a bit.
Yeah.
He's got shot.
Inside.
Oh, fuck. They're right there. They're right on that edge. Right there. I'm back off here. They're fucking
Jump down. One's down.
In building one.
I
got him. There's one guy.
My bang on.
Third party the fight again. Make sure they get the KP they can.
What's good?
Someone's
zipping. Great.
I hear someone. Wait. Are they zipping on our height?
Yes, there. Yeah.
They reset, they go back to portal room, they're just happy to play down here.
That time isn't yet. I'm gonna wait.
They're just holding their back entrance.
Yeah.
They mirror this team when they hear fighting going on up ahead. Yeah, again, like they hear fighting, so they go in third party it. They're making sure that these teams aren't just getting off fighting for free.
Probably can wrap that buildings.
Back down to the portal room.
Low ground.
That's a duo there. Like.
Just holding the opposite entrance now to make sure that, like, because there isn't really a way for the team to come in their back anymore.
This guy. Look.
The duo's zipping on them.
They see the teams inting on the left side, so again, while they're distracted with each other, take whatever space you can, and they push the left staircase here.
What's the one?
Just won't let the teams reset, they full squad wipe. And now
now
they're in a 2v2, or like 3v3. Last team.
Anyway.
I'm on top. Pushers. Yeah, one.
Go back.
Two left.
80 that. Item 70.
Yep.
I can swing the bang. He's on here. Chilling.
It's a duo. I think it's a duo, right?
Full team, no?
Yeah, 60 on pop. I'm killing him.
I don't know where the third is.
Looking.
Kind of holding them out of the circle now, but they have information that it might just be a duo. They're holding as much space as they can. They're trapped in the building.
No, not under you. In building.
Falcons kind of just has a position where they own the entire zone. Oh no.
I actually give up today. Holy fuck.
Dude just climbed up on the roof and timings him really hard when he's looking right.
In the building. I only see two.
What the fuck?
I
50.
I actually give up today. Holy fuck. I actually give up.
Can you res him?
Yeah, I can.
I'm reloading. They're trying to zip. Get off.
Dead.
Nice, 1v1.
Let's go, man.
Right on the roof here. You can make the res. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm resing. He's like 1 HP. He's 1 HP.
He's healing right now. He's popping cells. He's climbing.
I'm gonna die for some.
Yeah. I'm gonna res Halden.
He's right here. He's on the heady.
That head glitch is nuts.
Pushing him, fuck it.
Yeah, this dude has no health. It should be a free win.
Yeah, windows. I should have pushed him earlier.
What happened in the last game? Doesn't look like anything good.
Grappled over.
Yeah, I feel like the story of the scrim block is that by the end of game 4, Zero's a little bit tilted.
Cracked him. 90. I got smoke. Yeah.
First guy.
Cracked him.
Is it just 2 in the open? Who shoots him? Did only 2 of them go in the last watches?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm leaving the fucking world. I'm killing myself today in game.
The path was just sitting low ground? They get the free res, but he's dead again.
His teammates have jumped off zip while I'm shooting him 1 HP.
They reset, heal.
How does...
Still playing their position, but they're towards, like... He's guessing that the circle's pulling back to them, and it still has been. They're just kind of holding their POI. Trying to hold as much space as they can, make sure they know where teams are and where they're playing, what they're doing.
These guys up.
Taking space so that they can loot shit.
I just want to hit those guys. I'm not...
Yeah, so the Watson team, they've been watching them for a while, but they don't have to do anything about them until they do something, but it's a Watson team, so they're probably just going to sit there. They leave the building so that they can third party up the hill, so that they can like clean out their backside, but in doing so, it leaves the pass open for Falcons to take it from them. And then, yeah, like they just show up for the third party, get more KP, free squad wipe. 3 teams left.
We're in zone here.
They take height, top of the zone here. Dude has a bow with a head glitch. That's kind of a shit angle to keep repeaking. Oh, picks up a sentinel off the ground. God damn. It's about to get real. Oof. Oof.
The guy on tower. Jump down.
They're trying to bang off the other team. I'm looking up.
They're fucking I hit him again.
Last 2 teams across are just kind of inting each other. He repicks up his gun and gets ready to push towards them.
Oh, fuck. Wait, I can nade him.
Yeah, I can nade him too.
He ults there forward, smokes the top of the tower so he can't get shot going up, and then they just fucking double sky-naded that guy and fucked him off the top of the tower.
That's my bang on, by the way.
It's like they're in the water.
They go take the height, there's a team low ground still.
Strike to the team. He moved.
Run back. I don't see him though.
They're focusing the team across from them because the team under them is kind of fucked.
Down water. He's safe.
So many. My fence line.
Yeah.
They've got the next building in. They've owned like 80%, or they own like half the circle as is, and the other half of the circle's ass. I'm pretty sure they just win this game.
I'm shooting the pathfinder underneath the ramp.
I can swing him, no?
That seems like let's get out of team.
They're getting shot. They're swinging them. I think they're swinging them. They're swinging them.
Yeah.
The path's over here, right?
No.
Okay.
Go.
Tilting.
Into the tunnel, just entering it.
One's low, 1 HP.
Bang is dead. They're all trapped in this back corner. And that's game. We want scrims! Even with some like questionable mid-game performances, they're still just fucking monsters in everything they get into. Like getting at least one squad wipe per game pretty much. And then usually because of like what squad they wipe and what fight they take, they can usually transition that into more. Get a lot of KP, get a lot of points. Yeah, this has been a Falcons scrim block, trying to learn from the fighting. Thank you once again for joining me, and have a lovely morning, noon, or night. Peace.